Hey, what's happening today? I've got a new review for you. This is mechfanstoys Vecma VS07 Kongming. I did get this from the chosenprime.com. That's actually how they have it listed. But as you can tell from the packaging, it's a little confusing as to what his name is. It does have the Fight Super Mech Life versus Head Warrior. So very, alluding to the Japanese anime, kind of same wordage that they used for the Transformers. And obviously the design is from the Japanese anime. But his head has a name, like the American continuity. Chromium. Deformation into Cool One's head. Chromium Trainer. So that's his headmaster. And apparently his name is Cool One. So there's some stuff. There's some ripped off artwork. Head Warrior. You know. The interesting thing here is he is VS07 Head Warrior Cool One. But then right here, it says Kongming. So implying that his name's actually Kongming. Super confusing. To add even more confusion, it says The Rebirth here, which obviously is season 4 of the cartoon. And that was just, the 3-part episode that had introduced the headmasters and all that in a completely different design. So, yeah, I don't know. Weird. Confusing and weird. But, sorry. Let's just take a look at him. So here he is in vehicle mode. And there's Chromium with him. So, I mean, pretty cool vehicle mode. You can extend these out some more. Have kind of that look going. Then there's a little bit of hollow there, but, it's not bad. I mean, really cool. Love the colors. Cool jet mode. I love the wings, kind of backswept wings that he has in this version. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. There's Chromium. Now, he does have, typical Headmaster, Titan Master articulation, and his arms do go up, but they're connected, so he just kind of can steer, and that's about it. So, yeah, it is what it is in terms of that. Now, let's see here. Just want to do one quick comparison before I go into some of the details with this guy. Okay, so for the purposes of scale and for an official comparison, here he is with Titan's Return, Brainstorm, and his partner there. I forget his name because I like the Japanese continuity a little better because it's less things to remember. So there they are. And, as a comparison to vehicle size, you can see, I mean, obviously this is a deluxe, and it's somewhere in between a Legends and a deluxe, so it's a little smaller. But, and, same goes for the Headmasters. But, yeah. So, there's that. That's it. And really, who we really want to compare him to is this. So this is Unique Toys, Palm Warriors, Blue Cat, I think. And this is the Legends class Brainstorm, third party, obviously. And the reason I bring him up is, surprise, this video is more or less a comparison between these two, as this is basically copying everything this does at a larger scale, and with some different aesthetics and design choices, some of which work and some of which don't. So yeah, that's why it's going to be more of a comparison there. But yeah, so definitely like the coloration of this a lot better. And some of the design elements are improved. The backswept wings, you know, obviously, like I said, the color, the details up here, uh, these little feet not being present. So, yeah. And the cannons, even though they are really large, too large, I think, they're better than these, which are dinky and actually are extended all the way out. So, you know, it is what it is. And this guy doesn't have arms, so he's more of a Titan Master than this. But, yeah. But, you know, a lot of the same elements go into the transformation. So, but this brings me to my next point, and kind of, if we're keeping score, a point for this guy, and you know, he'll lose a point. So in order to get him in the cockpit, sit this guy down, open this up. Yeah, this way. Plop him in there. And he's actually even got a little spot that's cut out of the roof for his head. And close it up, and there he is. He's inside. Great. Awesome. Now let's do it with Kongming. Or cool one. Whatever. The hatch opens the other way. Or, sorry. It still opens the other... No, it opens this way. I'm crazy. Same way. And let's just put him in. So we'll bend him the same way. So as you can tell, it's kind of shallow there. So not shallow, you know, this way it is. So he might not fit that way. So let's just sit him this way, kind of an unnatural pose, and put him in there. Which is, you know, the only way he'll fit with his, the way he's at. Let's put his arms out, too. So he's driving, right? Oh, his arms won't fit. All right, let's bend it a little bit. All right. There we go. He's driving. He's in there. Let's close this up. He really needs to get squished in there in order to close that. So it doesn't work as successfully. They haven't cut that hole out, and, you know, they didn't have the space for it, but it really, you really got to mash them in there. And the other bummer, this is really nice that it's a clear plastic, or, you know, translucent plastic. You can see right through it, though. And because of that, you can tell that the headmaster's not in there. He's back here. This is just painted blue, so, you know, use your imagination. He's in there. He's looking right out the windshield. He's clearly not. So, you know, whatever. It's pretty minor, but those are the kind of things that bother me. So we'll just put him aside and get him transformed. Oh, also, he does come with this adapter piece, and you can fit it right in his crotch here, and that way he can go on a flight stand or something. So yeah, it's cool. Also, if you don't want these guns on here, you can take them off, but then he can't really hold himself up. So, but if you use this piece, you will. So, another display option. But yeah, these things will act as a kind of landing gear, this little fin. So, yeah. And they'll, you know, extend a little bit, whatever. Anyways, we'll get to the transformation. So, again, if you have the other figure, then you're completely aware of what we're going to do. But that panel opens up, and this thing rotates the shin, and this closes. That folds back, and there's one of his legs. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Open that up. It's got 2 legs. Great. So, and then you open this. Now this is all hollow, right? Because there's no leg in the way. And you close this whole thing up. Close that. And his arms are just kind of not tapped in anywhere. Just kind of hanging back there. This will tab into the side. The shoulder will, but his hands won't really. So open up that, close it, rotate it. Right, and then you can fold these little wings in. And these are on hinges as well, so you can kind of fold them back or whatever you want. Sort of snap in place. So, yep, and you can bring your shoulders down if you would like as well. Or have them up. You know. So now we can take a look at his head there. Oh, pretty nice. Definitely the Japanese design. And put it in there. You can see there's a little cutout that'll let it rotate a bit. So he's got neck articulation, which is great. So, and now we take the guns and extend that, fold this, push that back in, and just give him his guns. No big deal. So there he is, all fully transformed. His guns are too big. Yeah. If they were too big in vehicle mode, they're way too big in robot mode. And I mean, you know, I guess you could think that's kind of cool, but they're very simple and very boxy and kind of weird looking. So, oops. So, definitely not as good as some of the other figures there. But, I mean, the details are really great. The paint is really good. I don't know why this is clear down here, because this is not the cockpit, so I don't know. But, you know, he doesn't have the hollowness back here because these all fold up, so it all looks pretty good. So let's just bring in some other guys. Okay, so just for scale again, there's Brainstorm. This is a deluxe, official deluxe figure. So yeah, just to see how big he is in comparison to that. And here's Blue Cat, so you can see kind of what they did as far as changes. And you know, I definitely like the angle of the wings a lot better. So, and you know, he's got appropriately sized guns, but they're a little too small in vehicle mode. His are too big, and I think they're a little too big in vehicle mode, but they're more appropriately sized for that. So somewhere in between would have been nice. So yeah, and you know, I think I'm not sure if we did articulation, but you know, he's got everything you'd expect. So you saw a lot of it during the transformation, not all of it. So he does have a, yeah, we went over that as well. So these articulate, I mentioned that. But yeah, as far as benefits this guy has over this guy, the guns, 2 reasons. 1, the size, obviously, and 2 is storage. This guy, if you don't want him to have his guns for whatever reason, close them up, plug it back here, close that up, and it fills in his leg, you know, and it's a place to put his gun. This guy, there's no place back here. There's no place to put it back here. There is this hole, which he's got on both legs. This is for these 2 are for the vehicle mode, but he's got them repeated on both legs, so you could put that there, but it's too long. And if you put it upside down, it's too long. And if you use this handle, make the handle shorter, it's even longer. So outside of this, there's no place to store the weapons. And that's a bummer. Yeah. I guess you can kind of hold it like that too if you want. Not as well, but anyway. We'll do one more comparison here. This is mechfanstoys or Mechanic Studios. I don't even know. This is Astro Train. You can tell they're, you know, same family. So I think his name is Iron Sky. So yeah, ultimately this guy's pretty cool for the price. If you don't have him. And if you're looking for a bigger guy, a bigger Brainstorm, I guess definitely get him. If you like the aesthetic, if you like Brainstorm, you know, that's why I got him. So, and I like the aesthetic. But if you don't fall into those categories and you already have this guy, you know, I don't know. It's not necessary. It's not that much of an improvement outside of aesthetics. So, you know, if for a lot of people, that's what matters is aesthetics. So if, you know, if that's what you care about, if that's what you're going for, then definitely grab this guy. I mean, he's a cool figure. Definitely, if you don't have this version, you'll be happy with this one. Absolutely. He's a fun toy at a good price. But yeah, maybe not for everybody. But I like him. I think he's great. I love all the headmasters. So let me know what you think of the review, of what you think of the figure. And I'll see you guys in the next one.